Hello and welcome to episode 61 of the Gamers Watch podcast. My name is Harry, and as always, I'm joined by Shaun. And Duncan has come back today. How are you, Duncan? Yeah, cool. So, wanted to just very quickly dive into the episode. I know that I normally go on this whole diatribe about sort of free to play and CDPR and Halo and all that lot, but that's £5 to charity. Oh, what am I like? And that's my problem, is that like people just forget that most of these AAA games companies, all they care about is money, and they'll crunch their devs, and there's like culture of sexual misconduct, and that's all they care about, is just like pumping out these like cookie cutter games. And then that's obviously then led into me not being around schools and not being allowed sort of at certain areas at certain times. And I don't think it's on personally, but it's just one of those things that I have to deal with now. And the register isn't even that bad. And that's why I think free to pay models are just inherently greedy and just, it's in a beta and they've got this working coin store. And I just think overall it's just complete and utter shit.
Coming up on Gamers Watch.
Also, Shaun, you can do the full intro this week.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Me and Duncan had a chat earlier. And Duncan was like, you should just shut up, mate. So I'm going to shut up, mate.
We're all part of the same show.
The Harry and the Other Peoples. Right, hang on.
They'll make a funny skit. Harry and the other ones.
Harry and the Other Peoples. Yeah. And it's a TV show where it's just like featuring Harry, and then it's like featuring Shaun, and then I just push Shaun out the way, and Harry again, and then it cuts to you, Duncan, and you're like, hey, and then I just like barge in, and I'm like, and also me, forget about me.
Maybe you should have the Harry show, and it's like a little off spin, like Great Mates. But it's just you interviewing people, because then it will just be you talking. There you go.
Yeah.
Turning a negative into a positive.
Yeah. Turning my relentless need for attention at all times into monetization opportunities.
And not therapy.
Yeah. Fuck it. And this episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
I jest.
I'm sad now. So, Shaun, do you want to do the intro? Should we just start it there? Fuck it, let's just start it there. Shaun, find somewhere to cut it in.
I'll cut it in from here. Hey, howdy, hey. Welcome to Gamers Watch, episode 61. Didn't do the fucking bingo. Harry didn't even notice we were gone for episode 61. There we go, that'll do. I'm Shaun. And as always, with us is Duncan. I say as always, apart from last week.
Sluts. Yeah, I'm back. Thanks for having me back.
I had to change my shrine picture because you're back now. I don't know if you can actually see it. It's
a bit fuzzy for me.
It's a framed picture of you holding a framed picture of me holding a framed picture of us two.
Right, well, get your Discords up, right?
Oh no!
Because I wasn't here last week because I just felt a bit low. I had a bit of a poorly mental health time. And Shaun, your little shrine really perked me up. So I thought, well, I've got to do something to just to pay it back. So you can get your Discords up.
Is this the surprise?
I hope it loads up because mine's just been cached today. And I had to stretch. I had to stretch out the t-shirt to cover the penis.
That is not a sentence I thought I would hear today. It's so similar to the lingerie picture as well.
Oh,
So I hope you like it, mate.
I love it. I'm going to get it printed on canvas and hang it up instead of that.
Yeah. I genuinely, I was
we
so
need
happy
to sell that. We absolutely need to sell that.
Because I couldn't find like a proper, like, I was going through your Facebook and I couldn't find a proper side on face. I was like, I was going through the Source Outtakes one, and it's a bit when like you're licking a Funko Pop, you're going, and I just cut the piece up from there.
Oh, he looks like Donald Trump.
I just saved it to my desktop and saw you.
Wasn't it?
You've called it Creation of Shaun.
Well, I think the painting is called Creation of Adam. So mate, it's just there you go, Creation of Shaun.
Oh,
so
I love it.
So thanks for cheering me up last week, Shaun. Really, that's just sort of what I wanted to say in the form of a classical painting.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's do one for Harry.
Oh, that's so good.
Just scream.
There you go.
Yeah, just scream with my face on it. Cut this one here.
Stretched out like the shirt is. This one.
Yeah.
There we go.
See what I can do.
Oh,
there you go.
Man.
Oh, my jaw.
I'm really hot now.
Well, welcome back, Duncan.
Thanks.
Yep,
pretty much better now. Yes.
Great, mate.
Oh. And Harry's
that's
here.
2 things that you've made today. Oh, and I hit. Hello. That's 2 things you've made today that have absolutely made me laugh until I cried, because there's a certain video that you've made that we won't talk about yet that is absolutely fucking incredible.
I was quite proud of that. It's nice making a video that isn't bound to end in tears and a mental health issue.
Yeah, you're not going to be purging your social media after this one, are you? Well, welcome back. What a way to get back into the swing of things.
It again. I kept looking at it last night. I was saying to George, I hope he likes it.
It's already my background now. Oh, that is amazing.
I've not felt that wave of complete hilarity over me in such a long time. I can't stop looking at it. I just... It's so good. Oh, man. We need to sell those canvases on our store. Shaun, do you want me to do the housekeeping, or are you all right?
No, that's all right. I'll get through it quickly. We're already like.
Oh my god!
Oh,
so good.
If you enjoy this podcast, and even if you don't, be sure to share it with your local missile-stricken racetrack. And then follow us on Twitter, which is @GamersWatchCrew. I can see it in the corner of my eye still, even looking at the camera. Subscribe to us on YouTube, which is youtube.com/GamersWatch. And while you're on YouTube, give this episode a little like, send us a little comment, and hit the notification bell to be reminded when we're about to premiere, which is now the correct times again after 2 weeks of 7:30 BST, 2:30 Eastern, and 11:30 Pacific. And buy this picture when we sell it as well.
Is the clock's changing fucked everyone else up? Like my body clock, and it's only a fucking hour, but I'm all over the place this week.
It's ruined my bedtime routine with my little lad that was on the way, because he still hasn't adjusted to that hour. So for him, he was up until like 10:30 last night.
And he's got to get up for work every morning as well.
I know.
He must be all over the place.
I know, mate. He's got a fucking commute and everything. Nightmare. Missed the train the first day. It's
really fucked up my evenings of watching Elden Ring lore videos before bed every night. Now I've lost an hour of doing it. Sad, but it's true.
It's it's properly done me in. Now, Duncan, you haven't been here for 2 weeks. A week.
A single episode.
Just one episode, mate. Yeah.
Just literally one episode. Yeah. But what have you been playing since we've been away?
I've got quite a few things. Elden Ring, obs. I'm in the end game now. WWE 22. I finally managed to sort my face out on it. Love it. So good. Tiny Tina's, which we'll talk about a little bit later. And Fortnite, because I'm a horrible slut. What else? I think that's it, really.
You're not a horrible slut. You're a great slut.
All AAA games, really. I haven't loved an indie game for a while now, so I'm on the hunt for an indie game to get my teeth into. But
get your juices flowing again.
Mm.
So I've been playing Tiny Tina and pretty much nothing else.
Got a number.
Yeah. I've been playing Tiny Tina's Wonderlands and Shredders still, but I have not played anything really in the last 4 days other than Tiny Tina. But again, talking about that in a bit. I'll actually let someone else talk about a game this week. And Shaun, what have you been playing?
I've been a sporty boy and still playing WWE, and also started Formula 1 21 because that's now on Game Pass thanks to EA Vault. So, and I never got around to buying it on release.
While you were playing it, did any missiles strike your vehicles while you were driving around? Did you have to dodge errant missiles?
Not yet, because I've been hesitant to try the Jeddah track just in case I do get hit by missiles on the track.
No, it's okay, Shaun. It's totally safe because it happens all the time. So don't worry about it.
Oh, that's all right. Then I'll go to Saudi Arabia after this episode. Then.
Yeah, don't worry about it. So should we get on with Game in 60 seconds? Because I'm actually quite proud of my one this week.
Mm-hmm.
Have you? Oh my god, what are you drinking?
I've upgraded. I ain't buying the cheap shit no more.
Okay.
Malibu.
Oh, actual Malibu.
Oh,
actual Malibu.
It's frowned upon.
There we go.
Is it frowned upon?
It's a nice drink.
As a drink for straight males, but I fucking love it. Give me a pina colada as well.
It tastes nice. I like coconut.
And people are like I love a fruity cocktail as well. You know what I mean?
When,
if I'm gonna go out for drinks, I want something that tastes nice. You know, give me a strawberry daiquiri. You can't immediately. Bar steward.
Like the Fosters. Yeah.
Pour it in my gob. I've got a drink tonight.
Ooh.
Brewgooder beer.
Ooh.
Every can you drink, money goes to charity. Brewgooder.
Don't brew better. Brew gooder.
Delicious. It's lovely beer. I highly recommend it. My favourite beer.
I am drinking, and you might be able to see here,
orange juice.
Water from a Strongbow pint glass.
An adult give a damn. Remember that Vine? Coca-Cola
tasty.
Bottle, Pepsi glass. I don't give a damn.
Give a damn.
One of the best.
I'm a fan of Malibu. When I went to Mexico, all we drank was fruity cocktails on the beach, and pina colada was my go-to.
I love pina colada. The best.
Yeah, it was lovely. So, Shaun, have you got a picture around this week for your Game in 60?
I do, yes. I do again.
Is it anywhere near as good as the picture we've already been sent?
No. Nothing can top that.
I can't stop staring intently at it. I reckon we should mix things up. Shaun, you should start with the picture round.
Okay.
He's got it.
Let me find it.
Is this just going to be a weekly thing now where we Photoshop ourselves into Renaissance pictures?
I can just give famous. What can I put you in, Harry?
I thought it was the Scream.
I do want to see a Scream Harry.
Oh my god.
Oh,
or you could do American Gothic with me and Shaun next to each other.
Is that the Amish one?
Is that the one with like the...
That's the couple,
yeah.
All right.
That would be good. So...
Bam.
I've got one anyway.
The picture is there. Okay. It's a wrestler. I don't know. Axe. Brock Lesnar with a beard.
Well, that's not
Soldier.
Brock Lesnar for a start.
Not Brock Lesnar. God, mate. Get it right.
If I knew who that was...
learn on every wrestler. Yeah?
If I knew who that was, would that help?
Yeah.
Does it help that is part of the clue that he's glowing red?
No, that was just because the screenshot I found was of an invader, so I had to match it in with the axe. I had to give him a red glow.
Right. Okay.
Okay. I know what the answer is, but that little clue should help you get the rest of it. All right.
All I can think is Space Invaders, and that's not on Game Pass.
What's
It's also
the person on the floor ready to take it up the arse? Well,
right.
Yeah.
He's a knight.
Yeah. Oh, it's too hard.
Oh no, I know it. I know it now. I don't want to say it. I'm going to type it in the Discord.
I don't think you do.
Is it that?
No.
No.
Oh, then no, I've got absolutely no idea. No, I'm not there.
You won't get it without knowing what the wrestler is.
Yeah, no, I'm never going to get it. Stone Cold Steve Austin Knight.
You know it's not Stone Cold. Come on, man.
I don't know who this is. Is he a famous wrestler?
Well,
like a well-known one?
Yeah, medium. Medium famous.
About 5.
No. I'm not gonna get this. I'm sure when you say what it is, it will totally make sense.
Yeah, it does.
Dunky Dunks. Duncan Easter. What's your clue this week?
Who's the sneaky cunt?
That was so loud. That was so aggressively loud. I don't. What was that clue?
Who's the sneaky cunt?
No. That I'm not going to get that one. I don't think either.
No.
My one this week is That School is Great. That School is Great. And there we go. That is our 3 Game in 60 Seconds this week. Tune in to the end of the show. Like, keep watching. Don't tune in to the end of the show. Don't quit and then come back.
Don't tune out and then tune back
Carry on
in.
listening. Carry on listening, and we'll give you the answers to those ones next week. So, Shaun, you've been
at
playing
the end of the show.
Formula One. What did I say?
Next week.
Oh, this format change, and it's the time zone change. That's what it is. It's really it's got to me. Shaun, do you want to talk about a game, and I will shut up and let you talk about it?
Can do. Shall I get the timer?
You've been playing Formula One. You've been playing Formula One 2021. How is it?
I have. It's now on Game Pass because of the EA Vault, but it's taken a little longer than I thought it normally does, because it's normally like 6 months, isn't it, for the Vault? And I swear it came out like July last year. Anyway, it's on Game Pass now to play, and it has a story mode for the first time, which is called Breaking Point. And if you want a quick comparison of what sort of thing to expect, think of like the Journey from FIFA. It's just a sports story mode. But I thought I'd give it a go, and I thoroughly enjoy it. But it might be just because I love F1. So the setup is basically the very first chapter of Breaking Point. You are Aiden Jackson, who is an F2 driver, and you do the last race of the F2 season before moving up to Formula One. You get a choice out of AlphaTauri, what was Racing Point, and then becomes Aston Martin, Alfa Romeo, and Williams, I believe, are like your 4 team choices. And you then had to go through different chapters, which is basically like each chapter is a race, but you won't necessarily do the full race. It'll be like a cutscene will happen, and then you'll start from that point in the race, and you'll have like an objective to complete. And then once you've done that objective, it will sort of go to like the post race where like another cutscene will play. But I thought it gave a pretty good idea of what like F1 is actually like. Like, obviously, you've got a rival called Devon Butler who drives for a different team, and then also your Dutch teammate who's called Casper Ackerman. You also have like run-ins within that, and obviously have to try and work together, but at the same time you want to crash the shit out of each other. And it plays out over 2 seasons, so which is why the first season you can be Racing Point, and then your team changes to Aston Martin for the second season. You don't do every race of the season, so sometimes it will do like the whole 2 months later, and it will like say AlphaTauri's been doing quite well in the points since this happened in the last cutscene. But the main thing I really like about it, and it's the main thing I love about F1 as a sport and the F1 games as games in general, that not many other sports do well, is that it's not focused on having to win. So like Formula One, obviously everyone wants to win, but there's so much that happens like back in the midfield. And the game, the Formula One game in the career mode is like that as well. So like if you're driving for like McLaren, you're not expected to win any single race at all. You're just like points finishes will be good sort of thing. And Breaking Point is like that. So the main overarching story in the second season is getting 4th in the constructors. So obviously there's 3 other teams and 6 other drivers that are basically always going to be better than you. So it's not focused on like the big rookie wins championship in second season sort of thing, even though Hamilton did. But it is like more focused on a realistic position for those midfield teams, which I really like. I like how Formula One can be a proper like story, and it could just be back markers, and you're like not even coming in the points sort of thing. It still feels like a proper like race to the finish line. It doesn't matter about winning. So yeah, I've been thoroughly enjoying Breaking Point. I haven't done much of the career mode yet because I've been playing Breaking Point. It is about 6 hours, I'd say, you'll get out of Breaking Point. But career seems good so far. I've started in F2 because you can do a season in F2 before moving up to F1. I've done 4 races so far. And fuck Monaco. It's a ball ache of a track to race on in the games with a controller.
It's the most boring Formula One race of the year.
Fucking I hate Monaco.
So the actual career mode itself, when you're actually racing, is it full races, or is it like sometimes the like calendar year itself is shortened? Are the races shortened, or do you actually get to do full like race weekends
on career mode or Breaking Point?
On Breaking Point.
Breaking Point is just
like
races.
Does the game qualify for you?
Yeah, you don't do any practice or qualifying. It's just races. Sometimes it will be the full race, so you'll start on the grid and you'll select like your tire strategy, and then you'll do the full race. Other times, like the race that I've captured for this now is the Chinese Grand Prix, and it basically the cutscene starts playing mid-race, and you're catching up to your teammate. He's catching up to you, and he basically just does like a lunge down the inside, which pushes you off the track, which sets you back like a couple of places. And then it starts from there, and your objective is to claw your way back into the points. So you have like 6 laps left of the race to gain like 4 positions to come back in the points. So it's very objective based, and there's only a couple where you do the full race.
FIFA did something similar. I can't remember what it was called in FIFA, but it was Alex Hunter
It was the Journey, wasn't it?
The Journey, yeah. And they would have times where it would be like you're coming off the bench in the 85th minute and it's a corner, win the game sort of thing. So it's obvious that game that you're playing, you're only trying to score a header, and that is like the end of the game in total. So, but then there are other times where it would be like you play a full game and can you win by like 3 goals? Now, in Breaking Point itself, can you then race for those like much higher teams? Or is it a case where you're always in those 2 mid-table teams?
No,
or do you think in the next F1 game will it continue on like it did in the Journey?
I'll get to that bit. So you only race for one F1 team. So it's basically you do your F2 race, and then you pick what F1 team you want to race for in Breaking Point, and it plays over 2 seasons. And I don't know if it's randomized what team Devin Butler is your rival, or if it's like a specific one for whatever team you choose. So like I chose AlphaTauri as my team first time, and he was racing for Alfa Romeo, I think. And then the second season, I'm racing as Racing Point / Aston Martin, and I think I can't remember what he is. He's not Alfa Romeo this time, but so I don't know if that's randomized. You do stay as the one team though, and the story is very much focused on the first season is very much you coming in as a rookie and how you're going to cope with F1, making the transition from F2, and also how you're going to get along with your teammate who is a veteran. He's been racing for like 2 decades sort of thing in Formula One. And then the second season is focused on you working with your teammate to get that like 4th place in the constructors. There is some hints as to what happens after that season. So like, there's a story for me because I was at AlphaTauri. There's a story that there's a Red Bull seat going for next season, and it was like the whole who's going to get the seat at Red Bull, and it was like Aiden Jackson and Devin Butler were like the 2 main names in that. And then the final race of the second season, there'll be a cutscene where you're like celebrating, and Christian Horner like gives you a little thumbs up sort of thing. So it hints at what happens after that season, but it doesn't go on to like showing you in a better team and like winning the championship sort of thing. It is very much focused on getting the 4th in the constructors for just that season. As for the next game, whether it will continue it, there isn't apparently a story mode in the next game because they didn't have time to put it in, and instead it's going to carry on in 2023. I don't know if it's going to carry on as in this story will carry on, or if it'll be just a different story within Formula One. Do you know what
Maybe
would
you
have
make
made
the
them
leap
have
over
time?
to supercars.
I was
Not
going to
putting
say,
supercars in the game.
if you didn't put your fucking supercars in 2022 and all the shitty microtransactions with like suits and watches and that you can buy for your race driver, then you could have put a story mode in. Because I really enjoyed it, and I don't really normally care for the story modes of sports games. I just like the career modes. So yeah, and it's a better introduction to the world of Formula One than the piece of shit which is Drive to Survive on Netflix, which just
I hate that show.
fabricates every fucking thing for the sake of drama.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of that show. So overall, a good Formula One game. Is the driving good? Like the driving feel, is it good?
Handling feels amazing. I know there was quite a few bugs at launch because that's what put me off getting it, but they seem all fixed now because I haven't run into any problems.
Are you playing with support mechanisms on, or are you like ABS off, track control
no,
on?
I racing games I do assists off and everything manual. Apart from games where you can have the option of using the clutch as well as manual gears, I don't do that just because I don't have a wheel with a clutch pedal. I don't have a wheel at all at the moment because this flat's too small to fucking use it. But yeah, so assists off. Full experience.
Yeah. And the racing is good then?
The racing is very good. It's very fun. I would say
F1 game.
Go on.
Oh, I was going to say the last F1 game I played was 2019, and I didn't really get on with that too well. I felt like they made it a little bit too arcadey. And the Formula One games have always been more sort of semi-simulation games. Didn't really get on with that very well.
Yeah, I'd say it's still happy. So like there is still arcade stuff, but you will like suffer if you abuse your tires too much, sort of thing, throughout the race and stuff like that. So yeah, if you're a Formula One fan, you'll thoroughly enjoy it. If you're just a racing fan or you're just curious, I would, because of Breaking Point, I would download it and try Breaking Point because it is a good introduction, especially because you don't have to do full races. It literally, like, you'll just get chucked halfway through a race with like 5 laps left, sort of thing. So it is quick
set pieces,
quick set pieces of different tracks to get you like introduced to different mechanisms and different racing styles. So it's very good.
That sounds good.
Highly recommend. No sports cars.
I'm going to add it to the download pile. No supercars.
No supercars even, sorry.
No. Well, I did it, Shaun. I didn't blindly interrupt.
Kind of. You've got 4 minutes. I was timing it.
What do you mean 4 minutes?
There's still time. Don't worry.
What do you mean I did 4 minutes?
I had my little watch going, and as soon as you said the first thing, I stopped the timer.
But
You
it
got
was a
4 minutes.
question about the game. All right. Fine.
No, very good. Very vroom
Well,
vroom. Cargo vroom vroom good.
very vroom vroom. I'd give it. How many
Also-
Lightning McQueens out of 10 would you give it?
I give it 2 kachows out of 10.
Oh God.
I also am very much. There's got nothing to do with this game. Very much looking forward to the next one, providing EA do a good. Well, Codemasters do a good job under EA. It is still the same team,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Because the new regulations in Formula One are fucking amazing, and the racing has been outstanding. The first 2 races.
I have fallen out of love with F1 over the last 3 or 4 years. These first 2 races, genuinely some of the best Formula One races I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh the battle between Verstappen and Leclerc this year is going to be absolutely incredible, and I cannot wait.
So Max Verstappen basically is a whiny ass little cunt. Does nothing but whine.
Very good driver, and he's the world champion.
He's very good driver, but he just whines. That's what grates me about him. And also he will just run you off the track. He doesn't race. He does have a cunty face.
Yeah.
And the other driver is Charles Leclerc, who I don't mind as a driver, but he drives for Ferrari, who are even bigger cunts. So you would think that I would just not want to watch F1 because it's basically that's your choice for who's going to be champion this year. And those 2 races, I was on the edge of my seat watching them 2 go at it together. It's just so good.
Why not Hamilton? Why is he not?
Mercedes is shit this year.
Oh yeah, Mercedes is terrible.
Mercedes,
the car's got
Mercedes took a gamble,
porpoising, which is basically the car bounces along the road. It doesn't stay glued to the road, so it's just slow.
So there's a team called Haas who are notoriously not that great, and Haas are outrunning Mercedes, who have won the constructors or drivers world championships pretty much every year for the last 8 years, other than last year.
Every constructors they've won for the 8 years.
Yes, and then Lewis won every drivers for 7 years. Was it up until last year? Was it?
No, he's got 7 titles. He should have won the first year. He was in F1, and then McLaren fucked him over with the pit strategy at China, so he drove into the gravel trap in the pits. And then he should have won last year, and the FIA fucked him over.
But this year,
there's been a few years where he hasn't won because obviously Rosberg won when they were both at Mercedes. Raikkonen, I believe, won in between his McLaren and Mercedes runs. It was around then.
I think so, yeah. But Mercedes have gone for a big strategy change this year because the regulations were supposed to make every car basically the same like the Indy cars. And what's happened is that every single team has come out with a wildly different car. They just look completely different. And Mercedes don't have side pods on the car, and it's massively affecting them. And so maybe there might be a mid-season change to the car that gets him somewhere up the points. But he finished 10th in this race, and he's being outrun by mid-table cars. So
I think it's also their engine though as well, because it's not much of a surprise that all the Mercedes-powered cars are now at the back or midfield, and all the Ferrari-powered cars are at the front.
And all the Red Bull cars are breaking down. But it's a very, very good season. So if you're not already a fan of Formula One, I would recommend highly pirating it because Sky don't deserve your money. Finding somewhere to watch it online.
Channel 4 do the highlights in the evenings, so they are pretty much full races. They don't cut any main bits out. So Channel 4.
But so far this season's been great, and I've wanted to get back into a Formula One game, so I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. Duncan, what have you been playing?
Harry, I've been playing Fortnite. It's so funny. Don't. So I mentioned it to Paul, and immediately he was like, "What's fucking wrong with you, man?" Because there is, isn't there? There's that I don't know, opinion. It's probably quite snooty around Fortnite, and I've absolutely been one of those people because I think Ninja had a lot to do with that. I mean, he's a piece of shit anyway. If there's anyone, I'd kick so hard in the bollocks for no reason. He could just walk by me, and I'd feel compelled to fucking
You'd kick him like a chav in a park, wouldn't you?
Oh, I know. I'd tune up the band, sweet chin music, the cunt, right on his bollocks, send him over the top rope. But yeah, so I played Fortnite originally when it first came out. Didn't understand the battle royale stuff. I had the save the world thing, which was quite good, but then which is the PvE mode. But all of my experience was idiots, children just putting up these fucking buildings around me, like in half a second. And like, so they're just trolling me, and it would take me a minute to put a door on so I can walk out. So I walk out the door, and they put another thing. So I was like, "Fuck this! This isn't for me." And then I've almost hated like the juggernaut that Fortnite's become, and how it's like
the cultural phenomenon, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah, it's like ingrained into things culturally. So like, Rise of Skywalker was fucking pony, but it really annoyed me that a quite a vital plot point before the film came out was revealed in Fortnite.
Yeah,
shit like that needs to fuck off. However, they've taken out the building, and I've been after a multiplayer for a while. So I'll give it a go. I really fucking like it.
You were playing it literally before we were recording.
Yeah,
sorry, lads, I'll be 5 minutes.
I'm just finishing this game.
Just winner, chicken dinner. Just one sec.
It's really fun. Like now the building's not in it, and I'm all right at shoots. Like I'm definitely slowing down, but it's very easy to have fun in it. Starting from the start, as soon as you load it up, because it's a free to play game, you get absolutely hammered with buy the battle pass. Here's the shop. Join our £10 a month subscription. Buy
As
some
if
coins.
That shit would work on you, Duncan, eh?
No, not well. They gave me some free coins, so I did buy the battle pass. I want the Doctor Strange skin, but I haven't like spent like any extra money on it. To be honest, I might do because it's fun.
Support the developers.
Yeah, but they. So I'm pretty sure like the first 10 levels or so, you get put in with either AI or absolute mongs, because I'm just like I'm like tearing through people. I'm like, this is brilliant. I'm having so much fun because I'm just like wiping the floor people. But no, I'm like level 12ish now, and I'm starting to come up against probably like still idiots, but better than the idiots I was facing before. So I'm still winning. But it's really fun. It feels so strange to say. Like, so typical battle royale, you drop in somewhere, but there's so many like things to keep you interested in it. So, if you get in a car, for example, there's like a radio playing with like just like a popular song on. Oh, that's quite cool. There's like birds you can shoot down that drop loot. There's llamas knocking about. There always just seems to be something there to distract you.
Every area is its own like distinct zone as well, isn't it? Like with its own feel. And
people talk about tilted towers, and then you have like these airships overhead. And I played so much of Warzone, so you kind of learn where all the hot zones are, and I haven't seemed to fan it out yet. I love it. I'm genuinely like surprised at how much I'm really enjoying it. And I think games last about 10 to 15 minutes, so you can I can have a quick game like on my lunch. I would recommend anyone gives it a go to see what you think, because the shooting is really fun. Because I'm playing on a controller, it doesn't seem to be much recoil. It's very easy to snipe people, which is a relief because I'm fucking dog shit at sniping. Yeah, I would. It's free. Give it a go. You might like it, lads. I think me and Paul are going to have a little go on Friday night. See how we get on. Love it.
I mean, I think that the exclusion of the building that's a barrier that a lot of people just did not want to learn.
Yeah,
we were talking about this before the show, and I joke that watching people on stream where it shows their controller as they're playing Fortnite is like watching someone speedrun a Rubik's Cube. It is unreal, and they were just at this level where they might not have been very good at shooting in the game, but they were so good at resource management and building that they just had this massive advantage over everyone. And I remember playing it with a few friends of mine when it was, you could double up and team up, or I think you could do teams of 3. It was just about when Apex came out. And as much fun as we had in it, like none of us could be fucking bothered to build huge giant towers in the sky. It just, like, the end game always became who can build the tower the tallest and jump on it.
And you'd see videos where someone would get shot and then a fucking 7-story tower just appears next to him, and my brain hasn't even caught up by that point.
Yeah.
It's like funny, like when you mentioned about Apex, because I loved that when that came out, but I became outskilled. My first person skills just got to a limit where I couldn't have any more fun with it, because I was either sneaking around until the end game, or I'd get killed pretty quickly. But it feels like in Fortnite, maybe it's kind of how the maps are designed, because lots of kind of peaks and troughs and things like that. I feel like I'm having a lot more fun, like very quickly than I ever have done. Like had a good time in Warzone, but I quickly started to resent playing that game. It's completely free. Obviously, I have issues like you, Harry, with free to play models. But I can very easily see why, if the kids had access to it, they would rinse a parent's credit cards, because it's designed in that kind of like putting a cartoon tiger on some fruity cereal just to blind you with colour. And there's a little green goblin skin I've got my eye on.
Is that why I'm addicted to Frosties? Shit.
Maybe because you are a child mentally.
Either that,
is that the joke,
or it's because they're great.
This episode is sponsored by Frosties.
Great.
I'd recommend giving it a go.
Give it a go.
I'm a 37-year-old man playing a cartoony battle royale. And I'm excited about unlocking a green goblin skin. But I don't give a fuck what people think. I'm enjoying it. This is the thing. If I'd stayed on, I'm back on Twitter now, but I've muted so many goddamn words. But if I was on Twitter like during my the last couple of weeks, I'd probably actually feel like bad for playing it, because all you get is people telling you how fucking wrong you are for enjoying stuff. Don't you fucking want, like, just stop. I could talk for hours on how much I hate Twitter. I'm not going to, because I don't want to be negative.
It is the worst place in the world, but it is better with you being back. It's nice because we've got our own little community.
The community is wonderful, and that was very nice. Just to kind of change subjects. Lots of people were like, "Duncan, you all right, mate?" Then they found me through Discord and stuff, and it was very nice. It felt quite. I'm fine. Just needed a break.
While you were off Twitter, Flynn, Son of Crimson, released their physical edition, and Emily, who's the community manager, is in this group chat with us, and she was like genuinely panicked, like, guys, can somebody please get hold of Duncan, because I think he's going to miss his copy. And how many messages did you get, Duncan?
I think I got like 4 or 5 messages from. I got a couple. You sent me one on Thingy on Facebook. I got one off it on Xbox from Geordie. Got a couple on Discord, and it was lovely. I mean, I had no plans to buy it because I can't. The art book is the thing that I'm waiting for, and I just haven't got the spare cash at the minute to drop on a.
What the fuck was that look, Shaun? Did you just have a regretful face at how strong that drink was?
So I've ran out of Malibu. So I'm now having blackcurrant and vodka.
Did you start that bottle? Fucking hell.
And it tastes fucking disgusting.
I just watched. I was listening to you talk about our community and how lovely it is, and I watched Shaun go.
Yeah, blackcurrant and vodka.
I don't have anything to mix with vodka. I haven't been outside for 2 days.
Shaun, mate, have we got to have a conversation about your crushing alcoholism, bud?
It's only while recording that I have alcoholism.
Oh my god!
Since you've been back as well, to be fair, Harry.
Yeah.
Um,
The thing is, it's not.
I
Sorry,
your
I'll die
heartburn,
It's
man.
not
It's
that
going to
strong.
be.
it's not
Can't
the
go
vodka
anything
that's hurting.
worse.
It's the fucking blackcurrant because I didn't read that it was double
Yeah,
strength.
and you're
it's
diluting it
the
with
neat-
vodka.
It's the neat black. It's not the vodka that's making me have severe throat burn. It's
Oh, it's making
it's the little bit of Robinson's fruit shoot.
It's like my arsehole pucker just thinking about it.
Fucking lunatic.
Is that when people put blackcurrant in their Guinness or whatever? Like, I thought you're right. Stop drinking it, Shaun.
Blackcurrant in
People do
Guinness.
that.
Yeah, Guinness and black.
What?
It's disgusting.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
absolutely awful.
You think that's disgusting, Shaun? Imagine
You're
mixing your
drinking
vodka with
paint
it.
thinner with it. You fucking lunatic. You cannot judge. Sean's there like, that's just, who would put blackcurrant with Guinness? Meanwhile, he's chugging a fucking blackcurrant cordial with half a litre of vodka.
I can't drink vodka anyway. I had a very bad experience with it. Not at the stag do. I drank vodka and orange all night. Like, didn't eat anything, and it all just curdled in my stomach and came up like that. And didn't need to know that. But yeah, lovely community. So yes, I would like. Yeah, do you know what? JP was really lovely about it. He messaged me. He's like, "I've got another copy if you want it, mate." And he's such a lovely bloke.
Also, a massive shout out to the guys at the guys behind Flynn, Case, Emily, everyone behind the scenes. That game sold out through was it Super Rare Games? Yeah,
Super Rare.
That game, it sold out within 5 hours. 4,000 copies in 5 hours. Like, they were gone.
We said it.
It was
said a couple
amazing.
of weeks ago when I accidentally spilled the beans when I wasn't supposed to. It's amazing. It genuinely makes you really happy to see like people gush about it so much. Because it's fucking brilliant. I can't. But yeah, I really want the art book. I can't wait for that. And a t-shirt Emily put on thingy today. I really want that t-shirt, Emily. Figures all out. Thanks, mate. Thanks, great mate.
You're great, mate. Great, mate.
So
we've talked about 2 really, really good games so far. Well, 3 really good games so far. Shall we talk about a 4th really, really good game? Because bugger my arsehole and call me Susan.
Do you need to say something shitty before you do to balance it out?
Get out your system.
Yes, I do. 2K are up to their normal.
Harry, how's the Halo series working out for you, mate? Yeah.
Oh, don't bring it up.
No.
I'm not. No, I'm not talking about that.
I really like it. Carry
on. Okay. There is something shitty to talk about first. It's the fact that 2K are selling 2 versions of this game and no upgrade option. So Tiny Tina's Wonderland has a version that is not XS. Shaun, are you dead?
No. I was on my phone, sorry. I'll listen. I'll pay attention. I'll sit and sip quietly.
No, genuinely, I thought that like the vodka had got to you and you'd had a fucking aneurysm or something.
His heart has imploded.
Yeah. Tiny Tina's
like purple juice should dribble out of his mouth. Like, oh, you've lost him.
It's the damn Ribena. He's got Ribena poisoning. The fucking blackcurrant's got to him. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I actually bought a game. I bought a game.
Mate. Appreciate it.
I thought Duncan bought it.
And not No.
I bought Star Wars.
Over here.
I
balanced it out, so I bought Star Wars. So
that's like 47 games to Duncan.
I was going to say that's not balancing out. That's just further pointing it back towards your end.
Yeah. He saw I bought one. He's like, well, I'm not fucking having that. No,
I'm having
this. He's going to be in debt to me for life.
Yeah.
Whether he fucking likes it or not. He'll be destitute on the streets. Was it worth it, Duncan? Yeah, it fucking was.
On my deathbed.
Tiny Tina's Wonderlands is my favourite Borderlands game. I've decided. Borderlands 1 was my favourite. This is now my favourite. But it does have this really shitty XS upgrade bollocks where there's two versions of the game, and you can't get the old version and then upgrade it to the new version. You have to buy a brand new version. You all right, Dunks?
It's gone.
It's just the way you went. I've decided. I do declare.
I hereby hear.
It's my favourite game. I've decided.
It's like
I do declare.
Southern farmer's
Well,
daughter.
In a mortar in Savannah.
Here.
I do declare.
I was tending to the fields, and I do declare, I do declare that Tiny
Your little
Tina's
handkerchief
Wonderlands
as well.
is the best. Oh, I'm famished in the fields. Oh,
I'll do. I'll tell you what. Looking amongst that on the greenback, I've decided that Tiny Tina's Wonderland is surely my favourite game of the series.
well, look at here. I have done decided that this game is my favorite Borderlands game of all time. I do declare.
Fucking hell.
So yeah, no, I really like Tiny Tina's
like
Wonderlands. It's really good. Yeah, it's a fucking great game. I declare.
Oh, just Harry going down the bayou playing fucking Tiny Tina's cloud streaming.
I can just imagine, right?
Well,
You're
howdy
like-
there, boy. What you playing down there? I'll be playing Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. What about you? I do declare that is the best gosh damn Borderlands game of all time.
Support for 343? That ain't right.
Yeah, he's gone down the
sweating.
side there.
I do declare. Oh, should we go to a cotillion together?
Mrs.
Ooh.
Mrs. Poppin, I do declare. Are you going to take me back to your house and make me play at Tiny Tina's Wonderland? Oh, well, I've decided. That's right.
I've been poisoned by my constituents. I'm an oil man.
Oh.
So yeah, Tiny Tina's pretty good. Don't really know. Don't know how I can now talk about this game. Should we just?
Why have you decided that it's so good?
Declared.
Declare it. He said, I'm sure he said, I decided. It was just, well, I've decided. I can't wait to hear it, but it's just going to be nothing. It's just going to be I've decided. In my head, it was like he's dressed up like a fat Colonel Sanders.
Yeah.
Big fucking white Panama hat on.
I'll say.
I say.
Semitone Marina. So I've decided that it's my favourite Borderlands game because it's really good. It's really good, and it's fun, and it looks lovely, and the gunplay is great, and it's a lovely combination of Borderlands really tight looter shooter combat and smaller arena style combat. And it's just really fun.
I'm just thinking of him in this southern accent now. Oh, the good folks at Gearbox done a mighty fine job, I tell you, mighty fine.
The South will rise again.
Oh.
Okay. I'll tell you what, Shaun, do you want to just cut the video feed for a second and we'll try and get our composure back? Tiny Tina's really good. I bounced off of Borderlands 2 and 3 quite quickly because I thought the open world was quite sort of overbearing. And I know that you guys are still playing Elden Ring, but the open world in that is so like massive and vast, and like I was constantly like just getting lost, and I felt like it was just so big and so like overwhelming for me that it's really nice that Tiny Tina has this sort of like semi-open world. So it's got the hub world, the overworld, where you've got your little D&D style big-headed character where you waddle about and have random encounters. But then that expands into these like open city areas and dungeons and sort of these encounters that are in more sort of like tightly confined areas. So it's the best of Borderlands with the really good looting and the really good shooting mechanics, and the humor is solid in it, and it's a really good voice cast as well. Will Arnett, Wanda Sykes, Andy Samberg as well, and Ashley Birch. So the four main protagonists in the game. Really solid voice cast, really funny. So like I watched the Don't Stop the Co-op video today with the guys over at Thistledew, and one of the skeletons shouted, I'm a headless skeleton. Yeah, there's just lots of classic Borderlands humor in a game that is essentially a mixture between tabletop gaming and Borderlands. And I love it. Oh, and the photo mode is banging as well. Yeah, it's easily my game of the year so far. I'm absolutely in awe of how fun this game is. I've already put close to 10 hours in, and I just can't stop. I spoke about it on the podcast with the XBL Party Podcast guys, and Cerebral Paul has had the game for 3 days, and he's put 35 hours into it. And it's nice to know that it's a very accessible game, but it doesn't have text scaling, and I have pretty poor eyesight. And so I'm having trouble on a big screen sat far away reading a lot of what the menus say. I wish there was an option to scale the text, but that is literally my only trouble.
Sorry. It's. I mean, I haven't played a lot of it. It's very fun, but it feels like the UI hasn't moved on at all, like since the first Borderlands. And the only gripe I've got with it is the inventory. Like it fucking winds me up. I mean, it's bollocks anyway to like sort your guns out, but for a looter shooter that's fast paced, I'm playing as a spell shot. I think it is like the magey guy. I'm like dropping a frozen meter on someone, pinging them with a headshot, and they're dead. And it's very fun and really fast paced. But then I've got to stop now and fucking go for my inventory because I can't pick something else up. So the whole point of the game is looter shooter. Stop making me fucking muck about with it. Let me pick it up, and I'll still know later on. But I really like it.
I mean, that's an issue with a lot of Borderlands games.
Yeah, I mean, I much prefer it to Borderlands 3 because I like that the whole Dungeons and Dragons setting means effectively anything can happen. Because I'm very early on, as the footage will attest to. I got really bored of Borderlands 3 very quickly. It's just another brown open world. I was just the cityscape again, which is really fun.
Yeah. To expand on that point of like anything can happen, there are moments in this game where Ashley Birch's character Tiny Tina is acting as the dungeon master. Well, it's not D&D in the game, but it is. and there will be bits where she'll just be like, and then a meteor strikes, and just out of nowhere, this like pristine land that you're in
Loud.
will just have like a complete shift change, and obviously it's a set play, but there are these massive, huge shift changes, and if anyone's played tabletop RPG games, they will know that the game really goes where the DM wants it to go, and it very much feels like it's very meta because it is a game within a game. You're playing Dungeons and Dragons within Borderlands. There are these moments where you're in the overworld and she's dropped a Cheez-It on the board, and the whole mission that you have to do is she then goes, oh, it's not a Cheez-It, it's a cheesy meteor that you have to find the key for, and then that then leads into a side mission where you have to go into this dungeon to defeat a boss to get a key, and it's very reminiscent of playing a tabletop D&D game where the DM will just be like, and then this thing happens and you have to react to it. It does have that sort of appeal to it. I absolutely love it. I'm going to be playing it again today. I'll be playing it again tomorrow and the day after. It's properly got its hooks into me. And I know I was quite cynical about another game that you guys love, and I still do really like that game. But this is the perfect like bounce off of that, because I don't ever feel overwhelmed by the world. It doesn't take itself too seriously. The combat is easy to pick up. It looks really good, but the UI is pretty horrific.
I agree with what you said. So I'm quite near the end of Elden Ring now, and Tiny Tina is like a really nice palate cleanser. Like if I don't want to have to really think about a game, I can just have fun. Even though I'm having fun in Elden Ring, but it's a different kind of pick up and play fun. I don't have to work to have fun in Tiny Tina's. I can just pick it up for 10 minutes, have a lot of time, quick resume, crack on. Whereas the other game, I don't get that so much.
But I'm a fan of almost anything with Will Arnett in it. And so this is much the same where...
I text you, I was like, is that Will Arnett? It seems like Will Arnett, but yeah, I love him.
He's just phenomenal. He's got a really funny show on Netflix where it's like a murder mystery show where the only person that isn't an actor is the guest they get in.
That's a remake of a British show.
It is, yeah. It's really annoyed me that
Murder in Successville. On that note, Big Tom Davis has got a show called King Gary, and it's fucking brilliant. Completely unrelated to anything. Big Tom D, King Gary is very funny. You schneid. Watch it.
But yeah, it's nice to have a game that I don't hate. I've been obviously quite cynical about a few games over the last few months, and I come across like an arrogant, gatekeeping arsehole, so I'm very sorry about that. I absolutely love Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I declare that it's my favourite Borderlands game. It's a very close first because Borderlands 1, I absolutely love that game. But like you say, it is just another big brown open world where there's lots of boring stuff. Whereas this game is just full of colour and whimsy, and some of the quests are ridiculous. Cerebral Paul was saying yesterday that there's literally... Oh, is that me as a frog in a bayou? Yes, it is. There's a mission called The Ditcher, which is a very tongue-in-cheek play at The Witcher. Like, there's a lot of pop culture references in this game that don't go unmissed, and it is just, it's very fun. Like, it's just a nice, fun game. But the lack of an upgrade from the old gen to the next gen isn't great, because I know people are playing it and the frame rate dips are utterly horrendous. Like the new consoles seem to not be able to play the old consoles, the old console version of this game very well. And it's frustrating that so many people have adopted smart delivery that I had to pay like extra money to get frames. Like, that's all it is. It felt wrong by like paying that extra money. And then I spend so much time taking the fucking piss out of people that do that and pay that extra money. But there was like no other option. I really wanted to play this game. and the normal version plays like dog shit on the new consoles. So, damn you 2K, you money grubbing bastards. But yeah, it's good. I like it. It's very nice. We talked about lots of games we like today.
Mm.
I do
Game
declare.
heavy.
I do declare that we are going to go on to Game in 60 Seconds answers.
I think I've got both your answers.
Okay. Also, Shaun, can we design a shirt where it's just I do declare, and that's the shirt? That's all. It's just a normal plain white t-shirt, and it just says I do declare, and that's it.
I could, but you've severed all ties with our merch provider, haven't you?
Oh yeah. We'll figure it out. We'll find a way.
I swear you say that every week. Can you put that on a t-shirt?
Yeah.
I'm sure you did it.
Yeah, I forgot that they're NFT fuckers. So shall we? All right. I'll tell you what, Duncan. If you think you've got ours, if you think you're so smart, if you think you're so clever, then why don't you tell us what the games are?
So Shaun's, that's Eric Young, and that's what I believe is to be a Dark Souls character. So I think the game is Young Souls.
It is.
Take that, Harry. Yeah.
Oh.
Because we can talk about invasion, because you get invasions in Souls games. And Harry, mate, Cracking Academy. Because you said you thought it was Cracking Academy, which was the good school. Cracking Academy. Boom. I do declare. Anyone got mine?
What was yours again, mate?
Mine was Who's the Sneaky Cunt?
Sorry, I was anticipating
the shout.
Screaming it down the mic again.
Who's the Sneaky Cunt?
I've got absolutely no fucking idea.
Just think about it for a second. Hang on, I'll give you a bit of time. Have a little think about it. Who's the Sneaky Cunt? Think about what kind of game might have a sneaky cunt in it.
Is it?
Who's the Sneaky Cunt?
Oh my God!
I can imagine it as well.
So we've got Quaintance Oates and we've got Colonel Harry.
I can just imagine, like, like, he's in front of his big mansion by his like
built on the corpses of millions of chickens,
and then he's got the whole community there. And he's like, I've decided, I do declare, and then everyone's like, yay,
Tiny Tina,
yeah, yeah,
like a proper like cult church.
Yeah.
No, Duncan, I don't know what yours is.
Shaun, any guesses?
No.
What games might you have a sneaky boy in it?
You keep saying that. I don't know, Duncan. I don't know. I do declare I don't know. A sneaky boy.
Yeah. Not a bit sus.
Oh, Among Us.
Yeah, there you go. I gave you the answer to that, basically.
Yeah, he said sus. Yeah. Among Us. Who's that?
There you go.
Yeah. It's a good one.
So I win then.
There we go.
I guess.
You win. You win the game in 60 seconds. Congratulations. And your prize is you get to do the outro.
No, Shaun does the outro.
Yeah, he does.
Thank you.
Go on then, Shaun. Take it away.
Thanks for watching the Gamers Watch podcast. If you... Oh no. Is Harry froze?
What?
Or have I froze? Who's froze?
Oh,
Duncan,
no,
can you hear me?
No. I can hear you, Shaun. Harry,
I can
you
hear
there?
you, Shaun.
Oh, Harry's froze.
Why is it? Is that a Zencaster bug?
I don't know. It done last week for me, but
no, I can't.
Oh, it's bedtime.
It's time for bed. Sleep well.
Sleep well. That's right. We'll do a
How
piece
are you
for
there?
I'm here. I can hear you.
that.
No.
No, I still
Hang
can.
on.
It's frozen in time.
George is ringing me. Oh, okay. I'll go wrap it up then, I guess. That's annoying.
Yeah. That's right. Thanks for watching the Gamers Watch podcast, everyone. Episode 61.
I'm here, Shaun. I'm literally
if
here.
you enjoyed this episode, and even if you didn't,
Look, I'm
then
calling him.
obviously be sure to follow us on Twitter, which is at Gamers Watch Crew. Subscribe to us on YouTube, which is youtube.com/Gamers Watch. If you're listening on Spotify, catch up with the times and watch on YouTube, so you can subscribe to us. Hit the notification bell to be reminded when we're about to premiere, which is every Monday at 7:30 p.m.
I'm right
BST.
here. Are they just ignoring me now?
2:30 p.m. Pacific, 11:30 a.m.
Yes, it is. This is
No,
a
I
sick
got it
joke.
wrong. Eastern and Pacific. So,
Yeah, is that with the plus? I don't know.
Yeah,
Is this
so basically,
extra hour?
because we've done daylight savings time now, I didn't realize America
They can
done
hear
daylight
me.
savings times 2
You
weeks
can hear
ago.
me because I was just saying something.
So
and
we're now
you're
back on
stopping
track
talking.
on the
You can
timing.
definitely hear me.
Yeah, all right. We're not recording next week, are we, Shaun? I don't think.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Next week we are skipping a week basically because of timings and too busy to edit. And also Lego Star Wars comes out the day of recording, so I want to play that for a week before we do
This
our
is a gag.
Lego
This is a
Star
whole
Wars.
thing. I declare. I do
So
declare.
then join us again on the
They're trying not to laugh.
12th?
18th, I think. So we're recording again on the 12th.
Ah, shit. Yeah. Let me give a
So
countdown.
we'll be back on the 18th with a lovely little Star Wars special. Fancy that. If Harry was here, he'd say I do declare, but he's not.
I do declare, and I am here.
I'll get the Star Wars scroll from last time ready. I'll do that like 5 fucking times through the episode. I make sand jokes all the time.
Gets everywhere.
Coarse and rough.
Keep on listening.
And then so
keep on listening.
From me, Shaun, keep on watching.
Keep on gaming.
Keep on gaming. That's my line.
Harry would probably say like keep on noncing or something.
You fucking dicks! I know you can hear
keep
me.
on noncing, wouldn't it? So
keep on noncing. Massive nonce.
Oh!
Turbo.
I'll put the Colonel Sanders thing up as the like final picture for the cliffhanger thing.
And they've seen my message in Discord. I know they have. This is a joke.
Cheers, him. Cheers, everyone.
See you later, everyone.
Could have said that, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
like that.
I enjoyed that.
You can definitely hear me, can't you?
I'll pause. I'll
it's nice
now and see if
you can definitely hear me.
Files.
Is he trying to log back in? Wouldn't that make sense if he's logged back in again?
I don't know if that would mess with the files. Because
shall I try ringing him? Hang on.
Yeah.
Don't you even dare.
Hang on a minute.
Don't you dare.
Would it upload?
Oh, he's ringing me.
No, mine's
What's going on?
This is a gag, right? You're playing the joke.
No, you're frozen, mate.
Show me on the screen. I can hear me.
How can you hear you? You can hear you through my fucking phony bell and it's going through the microphone.
But I can hear you coming through my headphones here.
Yes, because you're talking into the microphone. Yeah, you know the big microphone is right here that you can. Yeah,
it's still recording, by the way.
Well, quality content. You're frozen on the screen, mate.
Gag. This is a gag, right?
I don't know what to tell you.
Show me the screen now. Show me. I'm gonna show me the screen.
What to do. I don't know what to do, mate. Unbelievable. You're frozen. How many times have I got to say it?
Prove to me that I've frozen then.
I already have.
I was saying things. I was saying things at the end there, and you and Shaun were trying to laugh.
He's gone. Couldn't hear him. He cut out and went.
Must be, isn't it? Then if his phone's playing up as well. Oh, hey, Harry.
What do you mean I'm back?
He's back now. Oh, mate. Sorry, don't happen there.
That should be safe then, at least, if you're back now.
That's good. Came back just to say you goodbye then.
Yeah, do you want to say your outro?
I know you don't want to say anything.
I
For
don't.
once.
I'm so confused.
To be fair.
Have I actually been
Oh, he's
frozen?
fucking
for the last
frozen
5
again,
minutes?
Shaun. I can't believe it. Fuck's sake.
I thought, wasn't it his laptop though that was causing the problems?
You guys
He's got a work
bits.
laptop now, though, isn't he?
End the episode. I'm done. Bye.
You got to say an outro.
Oh.
Keep on.
Harry, come on now. Just a bit of fun. That's good. Everyone's
I'm
on
making a cup of tea. Bye. See you later.
caffeine at
Make
this
me
hour.
one.
Oh,
You
right,
can't
okay.
handle it.
His head's gone.
I do declare. Oh,
You all right? Yeah.
oh, no,
no,
he's still gone.
I thought I saw something. My screen's frozen again. Right then.
Cool.
Are we waiting for him to come back? Well, his internet's fine
don't know,
now, so I don't know why he's fucked off.
Yeah.
Petulant. What do you call that?
Just throws his toys out the pram when it's not going his way.
It's what it is. How are you anyway, Shaun? You all right, mate? How's it going?
Yeah, I'm good today. So, yeah, a bit tipsy now. Throat's burning.
I can't believe you're drinking that. A vodka is
I
the
poured
worst.
the
anyway.
littlest amount. I need to finish it. Oh, I can't. I don't get along with vodka. It's the only thing I've got here now, though.
I can't stand it. That beer's lovely. I'd highly recommend it. I don't know if it's in the thingy, Sainsbury's.
Why are you still
I
recording?
don't think we have
Wait
it.
for you to say
No.
goodbye, mate.
Yeah,
Bye.
is that it?
Yeah. Bye.
Oh, he has actually froze now. Oh no, never mind.
Keep on listening or whatever. See you later. I feel like Ferris Bueller. Why are you still here? Go home. What?
What do you mean? Why are we still
are
here? I'm
home.
in my house.
Yeah, we are home.
What's going on? I'm so
I don't know,
confused.
mate. Your fucking thing froze. Like, what's the?
No, it didn't.
All right.
Bye. I don't.
Don't want a little wrap up afterwards, then? No.
You've already done it.
All right then.
Bye. See you later. Bye bye.
Oh, I can't. Oh, all right. I'll actually stop recording now.